Okay, that's enough of that. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom. Live streaming on a Saturday night. We're talking about a 10-team fantasy basketball league.
That's enough of that.
Oh, for
Welcome
God's
to
sakes.
Fantasy
Now I'm
Sports
feeding into
Addicts
myself.
Anonymous.
Thank you. Good Lord, there should be an auto mute. Anyways, welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name's Tom, Fantasy Sports Addict, yada, yada. 10-team fantasy baseball drafts. What do those look like? Well, I don't normally do one. I tend to do 12 teams or more. That's just my own personal preference. But sometimes you're playing in a work league or a friends league, or you just want to have one of those teams where it's like, I just want a kick-ass team where everybody's a really good player, right? So that's what this is. And we're just going to show you what they might look like. Maybe you've never done one. I'm going to do one now. I'm wearing all blue. This is gross. Why am I wearing Dodger blue? What is going on there? Time to do some laundry and then use this to, like, scrub the windows or something. Yeah, so we're in this waiting room. We got just a couple minutes left. It's almost full. We have Tom, Andrew, and we got Bronson. Who else? Oh, we got Bronson. Cool. And we got Sonic, Justin, J Money. So we're all here. And we're going to do this 10-team draft, see what it looks like. And that'll be very cool. And let me just show you. Maybe I started a little early. I don't know. Let me show you what it looks like. Hopefully, you can see the draft screen here. Okay, computer. Just switching on the fly. There we go. There you go, everybody. There's us waiting. I don't know why it says. My clock seems like it's ticking slow. You might have a different time. I'm wondering why sixth draft pick is not filling up. Oh, well, if there's a mock team in there or like an auto team, who cares? That's fine. And I can close the Ghetto Boys. And I'll look at our chat real quick. Heyo. And where's the link? I'll just post it for the Hangout. Bronson, try to act like a big boy. And here is the add people to the link thing. Close. Here it is. Here's the link. Woo! Yay. And I'll post that in the draft again. So if you feel like joining the conversation, jump in and say hi. If not, no big deal. And no, it looks like we got Andrew.
Hey.
How's it going? No. Headphones, there we go. Yeah, Andrew, everybody, is from Fantasy Aid. If you haven't checked out Fantasy Aid on his YouTube channel, get some Fantasy Aid over there.
Yeah.
You had a couple new videos up today, didn't you?
Yeah, I posted one new video, putting 5 more sleepers just from the experience we've had from the mocks.
Okay. Good idea. Good idea. Always keep the sleepers fresh. And hey, you have found out the same thing we have. Those sleepers videos, those seem to be the way to get views.
Yeah.
I mean, you have more views than we do, in fact.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
That one sleeper video, like my really earlier one, it's, I think, about 50% of all my views.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
All right, so we have Bronson here. I am laughing because we have 2 Bronsons. Okay, Bronson, you have to mute it a little bit there. That's.
Hello?
There's Bronson.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Bronson's here, everybody. And we still have no 6th drafter. That's too bad.
You are currently placed in certain points in our opinion.
Okay, draft is now loading. Oh, who bailed? Somebody bailed.
I managed to join us.
That is the sound of your roommates, I take it, right?
Yeah, the doors here are super loud. Like, even if you're not near them, you can hear them.
You need the
No, 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 no.
broadcasting light.
Well,
And
I
you
mean,
guys
I'm not in
definitely
my
got
room
it.
right now. I moved away from that because if I was in the room, you'd be hearing a bunch of country music. So,
Oh,
That's
good God. No country music allowed.
yeah.
So Bronson, are you? Wow, was somebody like just angrily slamming a door right now, just like? "Ah, rah."
What were you saying, Tom?
What I'm saying is Andrew needs to start shouting out, "Quiet on the set!"
Yeah, seriously.
I'm broadcasting down here.
Okay. Andrew, you're not taking Correa from me, okay? Deal? Okay? Good deal?
I'm the number 3 pick. There's no way I'm taking Correa.
Oh, I'd do it. If it was Dynasty League, I'd do it.
Well, this isn't
No
Dynasty.
way.
All right, so Bronson, in case you missed it, we were talking about this on the website. What we're trying to do here is show, just for teaching tool, what a 10-team league might look like. Just slightly different than standard draft.
I've been in a 14 league.
A 4-team league?
Yep.
What? Why?
I got bored.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just Bronson and his cats are having a draft or something. But yeah, all right. So just as an example, what a smaller league, a 10-team league. Because people ask all the time, like, "Hey, I'm in a 10-team league. What do I do? Who do I look at?" And so we're just gonna, just a little sample.
This is actually the lowest I've ever drafted in a team. I've never gone lower than a 12. This is actually my first below.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done a 10-team baseball league or not. I doubt it. I mean, unless it was like I said, work or friends.
Hey. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fuck it up again.
I hope you don't.
I probably should start getting my queue up. Putting some guys in there.
All right, everybody queue up. I won't.
I
Is
bet
that
you
on
right
a-
off.
Nah, that's all right. Whatever.
If I don't do that, I'll forget about them.
Now, I hope type in the league draft or the league chat if you can see my screen. Hopefully you can see the screen. That's my hope, anyways.
I can see it.
I do suck. Thank you. All right, so Harper going third. So everything so far has gone according to Hoyle.
My pick.
Bronson's pick. What's Bronson doing?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm drafting the best player left.
Okay. Well, that's not outrageous. I wouldn't say that's outrageous at a 5th pick. I mean, you got your shortstop. Now you're leaving a lot of known quantity out there, but
Look, before I do,
I'm skipping
Actually-
right over the next 3 players and going Arenado. Actually, I guess it was 4. I could have gone Macho, but
I was considering him. I'm like, oh no, I'm doing something better.
I actually answered a question today, and the guy's question was, he was offered Kershaw straight up for Correa.
Oh, is that it, sir?
To me, that's not even a question. Correa's played 1 year. You got to take the best pitcher in
Is
baseball.
it a dynasty?
It is a dynasty.
even then, even if it was a dynasty,
I mean, Kershaw's not old. He's
No.
like 28 or something, around there.
yeah.
20 years is too old for me.
Well, but you're underage, so everything's too old for you,
What
Bronson.
the hell up, Tom?
All right. Since I'm running this broadcast, I'll just mute Bronson now. Take that, Bronson. You're muted. Tell me to shut up, I'll shut you the hell up. So anyways, now that the adults are back to conversation here. Stanton Bryant, I like that. That's a lot of home runs from J Money.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how far McCutcheon's fallen here.
Yeah, actually, I was
There he
listening
goes.
to a podcast earlier, and they were talking about, is McCutcheon a first rounder anymore with all this stuff? And, like, he's not stealing as much as he was.
No, No, I still don't. Yeah, all right, so there's the Pocket Rocket, Altuve. Love that batting average. I'm going Pollock, just because, yeah, I probably should have gone Abreu, but I'm cool with that. Sonic took my Rizzo. I was hoping Rizzo would be there, but I figured I don't know. I was hoping.
Yeah.
Rizzo Arenado's a fun combo if you're in a 10-team league. And what else does Sonic have? I can't tell. Oh well.
Sonic Machado.
Okay. Oh yeah, Macho Rizzo. I like that.
Yeah. They're actually projected to hit for the same average, 292.
Okay. Now I have for television viewing. I have Ben Simmons on. I got this LSU Florida game on.
D. Gordon. I don't like picking D. Gordon, especially in the second. I mean, second base kind of falls off after him, but he's not going to hit for his highest average next year.
He may not. I almost want to take. If I'm taking a second baseman, I'd be tempted to take Gordon over Altuve though.
I don't know. Altuve gives you a little bit more power. Better lineup. A little bit.
Well, and pretty much known quantity on the batting average too.
Yeah. I feel like I got to go first baseman here because first basemen are going to go pretty quick and it falls off. Like I try to get a first baseman within the first 2 rounds.
Yeah. Okay, so you went Edwin Encarnacion. Fair enough. I was thinking you might go Abreu.
I thought about it, but I'm going for more power.
Good. Bronson's just smoking, generally. Now, I noticed something from Justin about the consolation round. He's talking about smoking the consolation round. I would almost advise against that. You just need to lose, Justin. Just lose. So if by smoking you mean suck harder, definitely do that.
I can already definitely see the difference in a 10-team league. Posey fell to third, which usually that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, this is funny because this kind of messes with my. This is probably where I would be looking for like pitching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought about that too, but there was only 2 guys off the board.
Right.
Scherzer, Oregon.
Should just lock it, just chain it shut or something. Put a door in front of it. Take that, college classes. Bronson, why do I have to unmute you? You're just talking trash anyways. All right, rest of the league. Oh, Fernandez. All right, everybody else from FSAA who's in this, watching this draft, unmute or leave muted. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, I'm going cruiser here.
Yeah, not bad. Give you power.
Yeah, good time to get some boom boom. When did Ryan come up with that rule? We've never talked about that. That's the first time I've heard anything about it. We've always had it. All right, we used to have a really interesting no tanking setup, but then we realized that all it did was punish the absolute worst teams. So we went back to just standard natural finish, and up until this year, I mean, it really hasn't been too much. There's always a little bit of tanking, you know what I mean? Like gentle tanking, situational tanking, but you know,
it's hard to find that balance.
Well, it is, and like honestly, the team that loses in that like last bracket, that last round, the one team, there's generally a reason they can't win. And like, I mean, you could always stream and stuff, but if you're streaming, you're most likely losing players you want to keep anyhow. Wow. Okay. All my pitching that I would have taken is pretty much now gone. So
yeah, definitely making a huge run of pitching. My pitcher's still there. Hoping he stays there.
Schwarber, or Cespedes. And I'm thinking Schwarber, as we all know, with the acquisition of Fowler, things have changed.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
For
gonna go.
Soler and both of them, I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
I've really soured on Soler. Like, I used to like to grab him later in the round, but I'm not so sure now.
I'll still take him. He's still gonna play. I mean, I love Jorge Soler.
Yeah, I mean, he'll definitely play, but how much?
It'll be like last year. It'll be like last year. They'll make a trade. Or he'll get traded because, like, all right, so either Baez, Soler, or Schwarber. I would say each of those three is an ideal trade candidate for the Cubs to go out and get a young pitcher of similar value. So I'm still drafting those players with some confidence. It's just you're going to have to be, whoa, nice skirts and pom-poms. Excuse me, I lost my train of thought by the cheerleaders. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Cubs. They need young pitching, and I still haven't I can't understand why they haven't made a trade with the Mets. Like why? I don't know.
It'd be funny if they traded Soler to the Orioles after signing Fowler from under him.
Yeah. That'd be. I mean, I'd
definitely room for Soler to get traded. I have a lot of shares in them this year.
Okay. So you're ready for. I mean, that's the thing is we're invested already. We've already done a couple of drafts. I own them in a lot of keeper leagues, and I'm just not ready to. You know, I'm so patient. Yeah. If there's a prospect or a player I like, that is the one thing I have is infinite patience. I'm just that guy to a fault.
Mm-hmm. I tend to be too. Like I held on. Well, I tend to get attached to my players on my team, no matter who they are. Like I kept Yadier Molina in one team way longer than I should have, just because he's Molina.
Okay, there goes the Schwarber. That's okay. That helps me out. Now, depending on what Team 6 does here. Okay. I may look at doing something either totally irrational, like I love Jay up in Detroit. Mm-hmm. I'm really, really thinking Miguel Sano, though. Ooh, it's so hard not to...
I debated taking him.
I'm doing it. Because, like, I already have a third baseman, but this is just absurd.
Yeah.
I have so much power right now. Even with Pollock, like, all right, now I got to... See, at this point, I'm, like, middle round pitching. You can do the, like, mid-level pitching team, I think, in 10-team leagues. This is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's way more streaming options.
Yeah. Well, and I'm just like, I mean, there's still good pitchers left, like guys that I would consider to be very, very much adequate sort of, you know, we got Syndergaard, Sonny Gray. I mean, look at this. There's all kinds of stuff.
In a shallower league, it's a lot easier to pick up pitching than hitting. It's elite hitting, definitely.
Oh, yeah. So there's Harvey. I mean, we know Justin's taking Harvey. And then who else is he taking? He's probably going, maybe Keuchel. Maybe Syndergaard. Maybe something different entirely. Is he going to go nuts? Carpenter. Okay. All right. Carpenter's a guy a lot of people seem to like, and he's going earlier than I expect. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... Andrew, you're a St. Louis fan, so you're all about Carpenter, but...
Well, I would say it'd be early if he only had the third base eligibility because there's so many people back there and later in the draft. But with the second base eligibility, I mean, who's next? Jason Kipnis. Like, obviously he's way better than Kipnis. It kind of really falls off out there.
That's very true. All right, I'll do Keuchel. I mean, it's that or... Yeah, I'll Keuchel it. Okay, there's my first pitcher. I'm okay with that. Like, Keuchel is your first pitcher. That's not...
It's not bad. I tend to avoid Keuchel. I feel like he's a little bit overvalued right now, especially that strikeout rate. I don't think it's sustainable at all.
No, I wouldn't be surprised to see the strikeouts go down, but he's still a good candidate for, like, ERA and wins especially.
Oh, yeah. Like, his FIP definitely supported his ERA. He's had good ERA 2 years in a row. I expect that there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, look, there's all kinds of fun stuff left. This is fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I can see the value of it. Like, this is All right, so this is one of the reasons you might do a 10-team league. It's a little shallower. You know you're going to get good stuff. There's like kind of no excuse for teams not to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
I would.
Justin just said yes because he's second base. That's why he took Carpenter in the chat.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just the eligibility factor. I get it.
Yeah,
Now-
that's Syndergaard.
Okay. Now, if your choice for your first pitcher, now is that your first pitcher or not?
That's my third pitcher.
Okay. I was gonna say now, if your choice were between those two, like for your first pitcher, like I had Syndergaard or Keuchel, are you going Keuchel over Syndergaard or?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, Bronson sure wants to be unmuted. I just don't know if I trust unmuting Bronson, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
too many carry-ins on and too many F-bombs. You can still be part of the podcast or broadcast here, but maybe we'll let you. Maybe we'll even let you say hi at the end. It's okay.
Xander Bogaerts. I almost always get him in every mock.
Okay. Is he your go-to shortstop then in this case?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I feel like Corey Seager has the higher upside, but Bogaerts is the safer pick.
Right.
I
Yeah.
just don't want anything to do with Lindor at all.
Really, you're so over Lindor. Now
I'm not
Tom's.
over Lindor, but
You think
he gets picked too high for me. Like, if he fell to the early 10, 11 rounds, something like that, I think he's a good value there. But obviously,
Okay.
he'll get picked before then. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Lindor, I don't know. Tom Stopa, I hope you're listening. Stop overvaluing Lindor. I mean, Kipnis seems to make the most sense for me right here, but I just don't.
There's plenty of good second basemen later in the draft, high upside guys.
Yeah. I mean, but I still also don't know what else I like
Yeah.
here. And there we go. I'm going to take Corey Seager just because, bam, why not? I wanted to make sure. Now Bronson's back in talking trash again. Do you have to get muted again? Bronson hates us all, but he's got to mute it. That's right. You just stay muted, Bronson. Quit causing trouble, bastard.
First closer off the board, Davis.
No. Yeah, all right. Kimbrel, I think, was the...
No, Kimbrel. Yeah, Kimbrel.
Yeah, Kimbrel and then Wade Davis. And all right, Bronson, quit talking trash. Nobody's watching this to watch you, like, say potty words.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now, yeah, so there's a lot of, like, old people left now. This is like...
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. We got Beltray, Ortiz. I like Brantley, but he's injured.
This is just, this is an interesting, this 70, or not 70, but, I don't know, this, like, whole 65 through 85 range. It's interesting. I mean, it's the kind of part of the draft I might not like for a 10-team league.
Yeah.
Can we mute Bronson from the chat in the draft, too?
I wish.
I mean, hey, Bronson, just so you know, we kind of use these drafts to promote our channel, so all the carrying on, like, it kind of makes FSAA look kind of schmucky, so...
No.
All right.
We've got to take Odor. Come on.
Yeah, all right, so now that Odor's gone, I was waiting a little bit on that. I think at this point, since Kipnis passed me before, I'm taking him here.
Yeah, it's not.
And
Man, I wanted Odor.
Kipnis is not a guy I have much of, or any of.
Definitely gonna wait on second base for a while though. Dozier's second half scares me.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rendon.
Yeah, Rendon I like. I mean, again, same thing with the second and third eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bronson. All right, so anybody who might watch this and might be afraid to join our website, FantasySportsAddicts.com, you're joining it more for the companionship of people like Andrew from Fantasy Aid That's who's joining me. Bronson says he's a really nice person, but you can tell what's going on with Bronson. He's a kid, so don't let him scare you away from the channel. And then, all right, so we got. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Man, your pitch. Yeah, all right. So this is interesting. I mean, again, everybody should have a good team in a 10-team league. Of course, I don't. Me and Justin back at the bottom. That's terrible.
I feel like most of the elite closers are gone now.
Right.
Definitely.
Well, but
Jansen was just took it a little while ago.
I don't know if you need an elite closer in a 10-team.
Yeah.
Like, what was the conversation we were having the other day? You're coming down here a little further. I mean, there's Juris Familia, and Ken Giles, Cody Allen, especially. I mean, right? We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
There are
on the article I posted earlier, it was my all sleepers team, and you know who the 30th reliever being taken off the board is?
No, who is that?
Aroydis Vizcano, who I was looking at his numbers, and they were really good. I know he plays on the Braves, and they're a horrible team, but he's going to get saved regardless.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I would assume if he's as good as he's been, he's probably their closer for a little while longer, and I would expect that translates to also dynasty value. I think I took him in Kevin's dynasty league.
Yeah, I think you did.
Donkey Kong. I guess I'm going Donkey Kong here. Yeah, why not? Donkey Kong it is. Yep. Man, I got a lot of power on this team. Jeez. And no pitching. Well, it's time to go for late pitching, I guess.
Yeah, there's still some good secondary options on the board.
I want to look at Justin's team here if we can real quick. All right, there we go. It's Lindor.
There goes Lindor. Yeah, I was wondering, it was starting to get to that point.
All right, so yeah, you guys all have much more well-rounded teams than I do. Sonic, again, well-rounded. Bronson talking a lot of noise from all the way in back last place there. But that's okay. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Bronson. You're adding a lot to this.
I'm in second place. Get your facts right.
Yeah, I guess it depends on which league. Very fun. Okay, so who am I taking now that I've had to play games with Bronson? Yep. Thank you. That's nice. Okay, I'll take a closer.
Yeah, they're definitely running off the board right now.
I don't really need much of what's lying around here, so.
Yeah. I kind of feel like Wainwright's a good pick. I just don't trust him to stay healthy at all.
I mean, he's a horse. He's a horse. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. What was it? There was some friends and family, or I don't know what it was, some sort of experts draft in Vegas or wherever they were. No, it was Texas. And I guess he got drafted somewhere in the 7th round, and he called in and complained.
Yeah, I read about that.
I should be drafted much sooner. I don't know. Ryan loves his Wayno. I could see the argument either way. I mean, either you're getting great value or you're getting a guy that has injury issues.
Like, if you know he's healthy, he's going to give you a ton of innings, which can help in points leagues especially.
Yeah.
I mean, last year it wasn't totally his fault. I mean, it was him batting, and it had nothing to do with his arm, which doesn't make me concerned about his arm. But there's so many injuries over the course of his career.
Oh, yeah. Well, but see, when he's not injured, he's very durable. That's the thing. I mean, you could... I would expect that everything's healthy in terms of the arm and the shoulder and everything else, elbow. It was just that Achilles. I mean... Now, what are you looking here? Are you looking to go closer, or...?
Yeah, I'm going to draft my second closer.
Okay. I wanted him. I thought you might go Rosenthal.
I'm scarred from watching him too much. Too many bases loaded situations. I mean, he always comes out at the end of the year with good numbers, but he can definitely scare you when you're watching him.
Right.
And he's a high whip guy, too.
Well, bravo. I liked Allen quite a bit. I wonder when Yahoo's going to update their ranks. It's a little, they're still a little wonky. I mean, right, you have to think at some point they're going to, we're on some way to, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need Buxton
way
now.
too early. In a 10-team league, I'm not sure he gets drafted.
No, somebody's always going to take him, but yeah, he could be really good, and he probably will be pretty good, but you don't take him now, especially 10-team. Now, I'm crazy, and you don't need to take Darvish this early in a 10-team league, but I will. I mean, there's talk that he's ready to go early, so I mean, if it's sooner than June, hell yeah.
Yeah, if it's sooner than then, I would definitely take him. I kind of like McCullers there too. Like if I knew more about Darvish, like if he was going to be injured longer, I'd probably take McCullers. But if Darvish is back before the All-Star break,
yeah.
And obviously it differs on the team. Like if it's Roto, I would definitely 100% take anybody over Darvish just because you need the stats earlier on.
See, I always like saving something for the end, too. I always like making that push. All right, Burns going a little early.
Yeah.
But not bad. I don't think this is maybe your typical 10-team league. This would be a very competitive 10-team league. Let's just put it that way. Some of us are reaching for players, but that's just because we don't like some of this stuff here. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, Chu, Granderson, Bell, no thanks. No.
Yeah. Now, Iglesias, again, not enough of a track record in the, I don't know. Like, as much as I want to take pitching, Pineda, that shoulder always scares me.
I'm done with Pineda. Just done. Burned me too much last year. Like I was totally into him last year.
I'll go with McCullers. Give him a shot. Whip's a little high, but Bronson, that was a dynasty draft. Of course he went earlier. I thought you were paying attention. That was a dynasty draft, boss. Goodness.
Walker before Martinez. That's interesting. I think Martinez has a lot more upside.
All right. Yeah, see, I was looking at that. I wasn't sure. I mean, I like Carlos Martinez.
He just needs to get that whip down.
Yeah.
I do not like Longoria pick at all.
If there's no other third baseman left, I mean.
There is one.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all.
I mean, the Rays might make the playoffs, but I don't think so. Not in that division, unless everything goes right.
How? Yeah. What? Do they even have anybody playing first base, or is it just going to be like?
First are they playing Dickerson at first? They have James Loney.
They still have yeah, but I mean Loney at this point can't even hit his way out of a wet paper bag. So.
Yeah. I thought they might have said something about training Dickerson at first, but he might be not. I don't know. Like I know they don't want Loney there.
Yeah, I mean, their first base situation just sad.
Their lineup in general is not great.
This is weird. These 10-team leagues. I mean, you either have like a really good bench or like, I don't know. Yeah. So let's look at the standings. There's me, Andrew. We're way down. Justin moved up. Oh, Andrew. You went back. You went from like 10th to 1st. Nice. No, there you go. There you go. I mean, I love it.
I'm better than you. I'm better than you.
Yep, that's adding a lot to this broadcast, Bronson. All right, we're going to have to take a vote. Maybe Bronson's not allowed in the live streams anymore. Because we're trying to add something here. We're trying to build a brand, and I don't know if the brand needs to be Erica Kane and constant nonsense from a 15-year-old.
You want to talk basketball? I can talk basketball all day.
Sort of. SMH.
I'm definitely worried about Jose Reyes now. Like, it's sounding like the penalty might be pretty severe.
Oh, ooh, if you have Jose Reyes, why? Now, the one thing about that situation, I mean, I'm paying attention to who the Rockies are playing at short in spring, like who they're working out, because I mean, what else do
Trevor
they have?
Story. Trevor
Yeah.
Story.
Is that the story there?
I think so. I think
Okay.
they'll give him a chance. I mean, there's rumors on Ian Desmond, but nothing's materialized yet.
That would make a lot of sense to me, actually.
It
Ian
would.
Desmond, like, I'm surprised that hasn't happened at all. They're probably still just kind of waiting to see.
I think it makes a lot of sense for Desmond. I mean, he gets to go play in Coors Field, sign a one-year contract, get those numbers, and then go back out in free agency. It would make a lot of sense for him.
Well, I mean, his batting average, how badly it dipped the last few years, or just last year especially, like, no, I mean, he would play well in Coors. Mats? Okay, Mats. See, I know you like your Mats. I know you like your Mats, Justin. I still got Mats Franco sitting there for you. Oh, just got to find the right pieces. I've been working a lot of trades today. A lot of trades. None of them have materialized, sadly. Only one. Ours did. We had a lovely trade. That was perfect. That happened in like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, what do you want for Piscotty? And I was like, I don't know. Do you have any pitching of similar value? And you're like, yes, I have Severino. And I'm like, there we go. We're done.
Yeah.
All right. There's still nothing I like around here.
I know the hitting is like I want to draft hitting, but I don't see anybody I want to particularly draft.
All right, just to show everybody, put the proof in the pudding, I'm still not afraid of Soler.
Okay, guys, here's the update on the score. Thunder up 60, 96 to the Warriors 89 with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left. Warriors just scored a 3.
That's good. Thank you. Since we're talking about a 10-team baseball draft, let's get an irrelevant basketball update in there. That's Bronson, everybody. Thank you, Bronson.
Back down in the basement again. I'm ninth.
Yep. Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy. Well, hopefully everybody can see the stream I'm sharing, and I don't know. Oh, my goodness. I tell you, these kids. These kids. Yeah, how is Ian Desmond, like, still not signed?
It's the qualifying offers. They're screwing with the middle tire.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to have some talks about that when renegotiation comes up.
Yeah. Just too much penalty. I mean, that's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess this is...
You'd think the players would notice. They're like, oh, Loesch didn't get signed until way later. Like, other people didn't get signed until way later. Morales, like, you'd think they noticed. Like Matt Wieters, he was smart. He took the 1-year offer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, just take a 1-year offer and, like, hope it's a good year. And especially if you're, like, in a situation you're already familiar with. I mean, Wieters especially made sense.
Yeah.
Hopefully Samardzija can have a bounce back. I'm still not touching Samardzija anymore, the Shark. But
I'm cautiously optimistic for him, but not enough to really invest in him.
Was that you taking K-Rod?
Yeah.
Nice. Rum-ham. You rum-hammed me. Still need some closers here. This is it's getting thin.
It is. I just don't feel like going with hitting. Like, Ford, I mean, Fowler, Bruce, Holiday,
Yeah. Well, it's just one of those.
Left.
It's all right. Bronson needed to leave. I kicked him out of the live stream. It was being a pain in the ass. Sorry, Bronson. You want to be in the live stream, you got to act like a big guy. No offense, boss, but All right, I just don't like anything going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm going to take a flyer on Patrick Corbin. As a number 3, I love him in Arizona. I mean, like, now that the pressure's off, he doesn't have to be our ace.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm loving that. I'm hoping he can have a bounce back year because he did put up some good numbers.
Now, was he injured last year? Some of it,
Yeah, he's recovering from Tommy John.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's further behind that now, so they all kind of struggle. Vizcaino just when I wanted him.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wainwright struggled his first year back, and then the second year he was vintage Wainwright again. So definitely, it helps. Like the first year, that they're not exactly themselves.
Right. Well, I mean, he happened to come back right around the same time Jose Fernandez did.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, again, it's the same kind of picture, the same curve. I don't think by any means that, that Corbin's on the same level as Fernandez or anything, but
Vizcaino is going to be my next pick, so now I got to figure out what I want to do here.
Yeah. I'm going with the non-closers here, just for the extra Ks, I think.
Oh, yeah, Miller is Miller is the top non-closer along with Patansis.
Yeah. Now, if you have a league that holds, has holds and stuff like that instead of saves or holds plus saves or something, we happen to play keeper leagues that also keep holds. So,
yeah, I think the new league I started, I put holds in it too, just because I like having to draft more than just closers.
Well, and it gives you another option to just another way to build a team or punt a team, kind of.
Yeah,
that's fun. I'll still find some real late closers here somewhere. It's going to be gross, disgusting. That's the thing about closers. I've said it a million times. You ride the carousel, you'll find something. I mean, right? Juris Familia, Vizcaino. I mean, there's so many guys last year that were just unknown quantities. And, I mean, I am a little sad Carter Capps went from being a closer in Seattle to setup guy in Boston. I'll be disappointed by that for my dynasty leagues, but that's all right.
Wait, what do you mean about Carter Capps? Isn't he with the Marlins?
Excuse me, not Carter Capps. Who am I thinking of? Total brain fart there. Damn it. Who was Let me look him up. Now I'm
Koji Uehara?
No. Damn it. Now, because Capps went to Seattle. All my setup guys always get traded. They're supposed to be closed to get moved. Who the hell am I thinking of?
The guy that got traded to the Mariners, you mean?
No, from the Mariners to the Red Sox this year. Justin, who am I thinking of?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Not Capps. What the hell's his name? God damn it. Total brain fart.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember his name either.
All right, this is going to kill me. I have to look it up.
Carson Smith?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Jeez. Oh, man. Carson Smith. Thank you. Thank you for – this is why you are part of this broadcast. This is – right, because I'll be giving out all kinds of crazy talk, and then this is the quality that you get from Fantasy Aid, not addicts, Fantasy Aid. Thank you, Andrew. And that's there we go. That's good old. That's why we got Andrew, no Bronson. Sorry, Bronson, you just don't add the same. All right, there's my Miller Betances combo.
That's a strikeout combo right there.
Yeah. That's like having another 200 strikeout pitcher.
Yeah.
What'd that do for me in the standings? Not one good thing. Woo! It's all right. I'm weak on stolen bases. Yeah, this may not be the best 10-team or 10-team league setup for me. I don't know how I like this team.
I mean, you definitely got power. I feel like your starting pitcher is really light. Even though you can stream a lot, probably waited a little bit too long.
Yeah. Instead of maybe my Sano, pitcher there. Now, see, the options with the team like this are pretty nice, though. You could always trade something.
Now this is interesting. Justin just went with Castillo, who I actually
The beef.
talked about a little bit in my other video. Like Castillo, they had him going over guys like Real Muto, and then we still have guys like Mesoraco in the draft. So, like, why is Castillo going that early over those guys?
Power. I mean, just.
I mean, he's got power, but
power.
Real Muto's got power. I mean, Devin Mesoraco is projected to hit 21 home runs. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like Castillo is in that tire of catching.
I don't know. He was very clutch. I don't know really if I would.
I didn't see him play with Arizona. Like, I'm only familiar with him from his Cup days, and he was
okay.
He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great, you know. But I don't know what he did after the trade.
Well, see, he's in a very nice situation here in Arizona. The only thing is we have a lot of catching prospects that I know Arizona wants to work in the fold. So I think, he's probably just keeping the seat warm. But he could be really sneaky. Like, if you, didn't draft a catcher or your catcher gets injured or something like that, like, say Buster Posey blows out a knee or whatever again, I'd definitely be keeping an eye on Castillo. I just don't he wasn't consistent. I mean, he was very clutch. There was huge nights where he hit 2-3 home runs, just a couple of games back to back sort of thing. But I mean, I don't know, if you like him, take him. But there's still Vogt and.
Well, Vogt had that surgery. I don't know about the status on him right now, but I don't know if he's going to be ready for opening day.
Yeah, there's still a lot out here. This is interesting. There's still a lot of interesting things to play with. Now, see, normally at this point I'd be reaching, but there's still a lot of vets here, and
yeah, a lot of decent guys. I feel like there's a lot more hitting now than pitching. I was looking to get some pitching, but I don't really see anybody I want to take at this point.
Yeah. For me to have waited this long for pitching, I'm kind of ooh, I don't know.
Yes, I'll just take another closer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not the guy I would have.
Yeah. I was running out of time. I didn't even know my turn was coming up. I wasn't paying attention to that, so I was totally unprepared for that.
Okay, I'm still liking Osuna. We still don't have clarification in Toronto's situation, do we?
No, we don't.
Okay. And Hoover, all right. So the clarification we have on Hoover is that it's his to lose, essentially. Okay.
Chuck Peterson. That's not too bad here.
No, there's a couple of. There's a good group of outfielders there. But yeah. See, by now I've got all my outfielders, and probably most people do in a 10-team league. So.
Yeah, I got all mine. I just got one utility spot to fill. Interesting. I read an article today that the Red Sox GM is not confident in Rusney Castillo. It sounds like he might not have the starting job anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they're talking about kind of maybe having a competition instead of it being his job to lose.
So who are they going to play out there then? I mean, did they move?
See who they got. They got Betts. They got Bradley, Castillo. Who's their other outfielders?
Well, I know they got CY. They got Chris Young. They got.
Chris Young is more of a platoon guy, though.
Yeah, at this point. Rumham. There goes my Gallo. Rumham. Sorry, Rumham. On that note, Bingers break. Good Lord. Goodness,
Still not
yes.
liking any of these guys for my
this is funny. There's just nothing you love right here.
I thought it would be easier than this. I thought it'd be quality guys, but you still in this range of the draft. I guess it's always like this.
Yeah, I'm usually I'm looking to reach probably. What do you think of Desclafini?
I like him as a back end rotation guy. I think he has some potential. Obviously, the wins won't be there because the Reds absolutely stink. But I like him as a sleeper.
Okay. I guess I ended up with Fowler. That was kind of an auto pick, but I guess I needed stolen bases, so that doesn't matter.
And being on top of that Cubs lineup is not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Whatever. That's not the worst auto pick that ever happened, I suppose. I can live with that. I do need starting pitching, quite badly, though. Oof. Peek at your standings. There I am, sucking ass all the way in last place again. Now, I'm hoping to see Justin or somebody move up to first. Scott Morton. I don't know who Scott Morton is, but well, he's a guy who apparently likes to win and kick ass in 10-team leagues. Again, we normally like to do more than that, I assume.
Interesting. If you look at the starting pitcher rankings for Yahoo, they have Kyle Hendricks above Hamill when Hendricks doesn't even have a guaranteed spot in rotation.
Right.
Hamill does.
Maybe that's based on – yeah, it's probably just based on last year.
Actually, I think one guy that could join the Cubs rotation this year, I got to think of his name. I'm actually going to bring up the league just so I can check because I actually have him as in a deep dynasty league, obviously. Pierce Johnson.
Okay.
He's definitely a guy to watch maybe later on in the year if the fifth starting spot struggles for the Cubs.
Well, we know the Cubs aren't afraid to call up players, obviously.
Yeah. I still got to fill that utility spot. Yeah. I'll go with Castro. Insurance for Rendon, and I kind of like him in New York. They're actually talking about teaching him third base.
Yeah, Castro could have. I mean, just the flexibility alone.
Yeah,
I like that. He's kind of climbing up my draft boards a little bit, especially in year-to-year leagues, like redraft leagues. Sure, you could do worse. There's probably worse last-minute shortstops out there.
Oh yeah.
No, I think I'm going Byung-Ho Park. Stick with my. Why is he not pulling up? Thank you. Goodness gracious, I don't want to end up with the next auto pick. There we go. Okay. Byung-Ho Park. Take me to the park, baby. Yay!
He's definitely a good high upside, low risk kind of pick at this point. He could be really good, or in a 10-team league, it doesn't matter if he's bad because he's easily droppable for someone on the wire.
Oh, yeah.
Eckhoff went. I was looking at him.
Yep. Now, this guy thinks he's cute because he's taking Storin. And Storin's not the closer. It's going to be Osuna. Osuna's – if you've seen Osuna pitch, you know it's going to be Osuna.
Poor Storin. He always seems to have the closer position, but then someone else takes it, like Applebaum last year.
Yep.
I remember Storin. I have a memory of him. It was a 2012 NLDS where he was up by 2 runs in the 9th inning, got to 2 outs, and the Cardinals scored 4 runs off him to win in Game 5. That was an awesome game right there.
Oh yeah.
And just kind of still feel like the magic was going because that was the year after the 2011 World Series. I mean, unfortunately, the Cardinals didn't go all the way in 12 because they ran into the Giants, but still had a little magic left over from 11.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, he's probably a better setup guy in my mind. I don't know why, if you have a closer as good as Osuna was, why you – I mean, again, it's like the Diamondbacks. They brought in Clippard to back up Ziegler because, I mean, the Diamondbacks are a very non-traditional baseball team right now. Like everybody else is like analytics and this and that, and we're just like, nah, we're gonna Tony La Russa right out the building.
Yeah, that classic Tony La Russa last year when Tuffy Gostovich was starting because he always loves his defensive catchers.
Oh yeah. Well, and same thing. Like our whole middle infield, there was like not one bat to be found between like Owings and what's his name?
Yeah.
Ahmed.
Seems like a lot of teams though are going for that bullpen. I think the Royals are kind of rubbing off on everybody else.
Got to have a sticky, nasty 3-inning bullpen. Yeah.
Yeah, because then you don't need your pitchers to go deep. You don't have to rely on all those guys. You can have an okay starting pitcher and then just shut them down in the late innings. Because like for the that's for the Cardinals. Like we usually don't score early. We'll always score the late innings and come back. But definitely if you're facing a good bullpen, that's a lot harder.
Now, do I go with pitching sleeper? Nah, I mean pitching. You can. I'm gonna go with the guy that I know is gonna perform here, unless you take him.
I have no idea what I'm taking.
Okay. I mean, you already took your middle infield stuff, so I mean, we still got Davon Travis. I'm probably looking Scope, but
I'll probably take Parra. See how he does in Colorado.
okay, yeah, that should be interesting. Actually, I mean, he did well. I mean, again, he never got like full time in Arizona, so one of those guys where change of scenery has done him well.
Let's see. Teams fourth. I don't know. I don't necessarily love the back end of my lineup.
Mine sucks. I mean, this is a stream team anyways.
Yeah.
With that kind of hitting, who cares what your pitching is? I mean, I still got a lot of reasonable strikeouts, but they're all spot start guys if you ask me. Okay, get my Scope just because I know he's going to be power hitting second baseman. Love it. Baez, nice.
I don't know. I don't like Baez. If he can fix the strikeout problems, he'll be good. But I don't know if he can.
Well, he's going to have eligibility everywhere.
Yeah, that definitely helps the case.
So I mean, it's going to be like jack of all trades there. All right, so let's take a look at the standings here. That wraps up the 10-team draft. Once again, I'm in dead last, but that's because of some of the players I selected. Corey Seager, some of these guys just don't even have stats counted, so that's bogus. Now, did anybody end up taking Piscotty, or
I did?
You took Piscotty? Okay, that's right. All right, Sonic 9th place again. He's kind of undercounted, underrepresented, especially with Grichuk.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm guessing that this is not what a normal 10-team league would look like. Now, just a guess. Bronson, who had his little hissy fit because I didn't let him talk nonsense. Still came away with an okay team. I don't know. Again, Longoria. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a lot of risks in that lineup.
Well, and a lot of
especially Billy Hamilton.
If he had been around to play this,
yeah.
Like I like his speedy outfield, but like if he had been around to play this a little better at the end, had some backup for Longoria, something like that. I mean, the pitching's serviceable.
Okay, yeah, but in a 10-team league, by the end of the year, none of these teams are going to look anywhere close to what they look like now.
No, because there's going to be so much that happens and so much to just grab. Now, let's see. You. I mean, I like your hitting a lot. Let's look at the pitching.
Yeah, I kind of like I felt like I got some quality pitchers there.
Okay. Yeah.
Streaming guys, like I can dump Hamill or Desclafani if I wanted to.
Yeah. I kind of like your team. Your team's pretty cool. I like that. Now, all right, Justin, J Money Smooth. All right, let's see. Lots of power there, lots of speed. I mean, a lot of players I like. The Moose, I don't love Moose, but whatever. And yeah, his team's all about that pitching. Jeez.
No. Yeah, Sale, Harvey, Jansen, Skinner, Salazar. Oh man, yeah, Ross, Matz. That's some pitching right there.
All right, so Justin of FSAA, you officially won the league or the draft amongst us, but we know that standings will change, whatever.
Yeah.
Moves will be made. So these rankings are just a joke. This is the guy who had the second best team, and that's pretty much just based on bulk numbers there. I don't really love it.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian Zollis, Wong, Seager. Yeah, it's almost all the guys I kind of avoid in the draft. Gomez, like.
Yeah, but sometimes that's winnable. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, pitching's not bad. I don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay. So that's, yeah, all right. So that's what a 10-team. All right, Scott, we checked Scott's team. He was there. Luke Roy, Cabrera, Cano, Beltre, Crawford. Yeah, a lot of stuff I don't like. Like I mean, in a lot of ways I hate this team. At least his offense. I love Jay up, but
a lot of veterans, definitely. Not a lot of high upside guys. Like I don't see any upside in the lineup.
No, and Tanaka's a big risk. He's a guy I'd never touch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I hate his hitting, but I can see how that's winnable, and obviously by Yahoo standards, I think people will fall into the trap of playing the whole standings game and end up hurting themselves. Like if you don't reach, if you don't go for those guys you want, and just whatever, you're whatever. It's never going to be like this. This is not how this team would or these ranks would sort out for this league. So. And like half these guys would fall asleep because it's a public league, and Bronson would like pick up Eric Kane or something, and it'd be whatever. So, all right, well, that was a cool little draft. I guess we'll wind it down here. And there's me. Had to take off my hat. It was killing my head. Yeah, so that was fun. Andrew from Fantasy Aid was nice enough to join us, help me co-host, and remember I wasn't talking about Carter Caps, so whew, that was embarrassing. But yeah, check out Andrew's YouTube channel, Fantasy Aid. He has some very cool videos, posts new stuff all the time. He's got his rankings up and updated prospects lists. So
yeah, I just got my outfielders left.
Another big task. Lots of slides, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me tonight, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
And everybody, thanks for checking us out. That was a 10-team Fantasy Baseball League 2016. Not exactly how it will look if you do it, but that was a competitive one, so hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to close the Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer. Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineup, courage to add drop aggressively, wisdom to make good trades. Amen. All right, so check us out next time. Hit up our website, fantasysportsaddicts.com. Find everybody there, me, Andrew, Justin, J Money Smooth, Kevin, Bronson. He's usually there talking trash, but whatever. And, don't forget to hit that donate button and buy Ryan a beer. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Thanks again, Andrew. All right.